YouTube. What's up? Welcome back to another episode of JAZZY Time with your host, Bailey. How's it going, everybody? I've missed everybody. I know it's been about a month since I've posted, so I'm now getting back on track with everything. It is nap time right now for little man, so yeah, this video is going to be a vlog. Yes, lots has changed. Like we had the baby. We had to move a month afterwards. Lots of stuff going on. Still trying to get into routine, and it's a learning thing. Being a new mom isn't like it doesn't instantly come to you there. My vlog is going. I'm actually going to tell you guys how my birth story, or my birth, how it went. I won't go like graphic-y or gross or anything, and at the end, if he's still sleeping and has not woken up, I will show you guys Vincent. That's my little boy, Vincent. So where to begin? So my original due date was August 8th. I went into early labor on August 8th, which is my dad's birthday, and they were hoping I was going to have him on the same day, but I was in early labor all of the 8th and most of the 9th. So, and it's the lady that taught us our class, and I almost didn't know that I was in labor because I was like, is this fake? Is it not? Because the lady that taught our class literally made it seem like you're in pain the entire time, like the most excruciating pain, because every single time she tried to explain pain, she's like, it's gonna hurt a lot. So I thought I had to be like in pain the whole time. No. Early labor is just really uncomfortable. And your contractions are very far apart. So most of the 8th and most of the 9th, I kept going in and getting checked and, kind of like, let's go, come on. And nothing was happening over the 2 days. So I was in early labor for 2 whole days. And then about, I would say, what time was that? It was like 8 o'clock at night on the 9th. They checked me and I still wasn't progressing. And I had, over the 2 days, I was having like a real rough time sleeping because like when I did get contractions, they were really like, they were bearable painful, but they weren't like excruciating, I'm gonna die painful. So the doctor had given me a sleeping aid, and I took that at I took it at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Fell asleep at midnight on the 10th. My water broke, and thank goodness I was sleeping on a towel. Cause yeah, I was still in my I was still sleeping, like still in my non-conscious, non-consciousness. And it was like in my dream and half awake, and I felt my water break, and then I was like, oh, that's warm, I'm just gonna sleep. And then I kind of jumped up and I was like, oh my god, my water just broke. So midnight, my water broke, and we went to the hospital. Thank goodness my mom was still awake, and I'm like, well, hi there, I didn't want to wake anybody up, but my water broke. So we went to the hospital, and again, it's not like movies. It's not like my water broke and I was like instantly like, oh my god, the baby's coming. No, it's not like that. And it was, my contractions were very spaced out. They were still like half an hour apart. So from midnight until they took me in, like I was because once your water breaks, they don't not monitor you. So I was in, we got settled. I got the monitor hooked up to me and all that. And it was still just going until 9 a.m. And then my doctor came in at 9 a.m. and had checked me, and I was at 4 centimeters. And usually when you hit 4 centimeters, that's considered active labor. Now from 9 until about 1 o'clock, I still wasn't going any further than 4 centimeters. And then they said, well, if by 3 o'clock nothing happens, or no, by 4 o'clock nothing happens, we'll induce you. And that is what they had to do. At 4 o'clock, they let me eat lunch and all that because of my bypass. I have to eat all the time. So they were like sending me extra food. And then they induced me with this Pitocin or oxytocin or something like that. And as soon as I got hooked up, oh my goodness, contractions just started coming very regularly. On a scale of 1 to 10 for painful or for pain and discomfort, I would say it was still bearable. Like breathing is, and I didn't want any epidural or anything like that. And it's a good thing because our little hospital does not offer epidurals, which was interesting and convenient or inconvenient. I don't know. So I went, and then so because I was on the oxytocin, I had to consistently have a nurse overlooking me in the room. And I had so the heart rate monitor, it would drop down and they couldn't hear his heart. So they put an internal heart monitor. It's where they clip it to the top of the baby's head and the wire kind of hangs out and they tape it to your leg. So we had one of those, and as labor started to progress, then I was kind of just like, no, I don't want any pain medication. And my mom's like, it's okay, you can have some. And they offered me fentanyl. Fentanyl is wonderful, but it had one sort of downside I didn't like. I was kind of out of it. Like I was in another universe. You know what I mean? Like I was gone. And I was like constantly coming in and out and in and out. And so I would say at about, so from 5 until 7, I was hooked up to an IV. I was continually taking in fentanyl. I was drinking, but I wasn't going to the bathroom because my contractions were so close together. I could barely move to get up and walk to go to the bathroom. And my mom noticed, but the nurse didn't, which is a little not good. And I was at a point where I was like, I really need to go to the bathroom. Really. And so I was in and out of it, and I'm telling them I have to go to the bathroom, and they tried I was like, slip a bedpan under me, wait for this next contraction, and then I'll try. And try laying down and going pee. Doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. So then my mom tried, as I was still laying, but I had the bedpan under me. And my mom tried putting my hand in warm water, everything, and I just couldn't. So they had to actually put a catheter in me to empty my bladder. And as soon as they did, oh my God. They have these little tins or containers or whatever, and usually you only fill about half, a little less than half, and I was up to the edge. That's how full my bladder was. And at the time when I told them that I had to go to the washroom, I was at 7 centimeters and I wasn't going any further. And it was actually my bladder that was holding the baby back. So as soon as my bladder emptied, I literally went from 7 centimeters to 10 like that. And my body, I don't know what it is, but it's like your body just does it on its own and it's uncontrollable. So I had the nurse grabbed my face and she's like, focus, listen to me, do this, you're gonna breathe this way. And it was just I was like, okay, yes, I get it. And I'm just still in and out of it with the fentanyl. And they're like, I can hear them, I'm going in and out of it, but I can hear the people in the room talking. And all I could hear is the nurse is like, okay, you can call the doctor. And I remember saying, tell him to get here now. I cleaned up the language a little bit, but that's pretty much what I was like, get him here now, right now. So I saw nurses, I went out of it. I came back and the doctor was there. He was right in front of me, all dressed up and ready to, catch. So we got all in position and we're ready to go, and I'm pushing. I think I was only pushing for like 20 minutes, not even. But when normal births happen, you typically, when the baby's head comes down and it'll kind of lock in position, and they call that the ring of fire. That's when he continues to come out. I did not get that. So he was kind of coming down the birth canal and coming back, coming down, and I could feel the doctor. He was reaching in, and like I could feel his hands, like, oh my God, and like still coming in and out of it and pushing. And then he grabbed my butt and pulled me forward. And I had my mom on one leg and the nurse on the other leg, and they're just like, push, push. And the baby wasn't coming out, and he was getting ready to get the little sucker for his head. And I heard my mom's voice. Out of my daze and confusion, I heard my mom's voice. Bailey, you have to get this baby out now. Because his heart rate on the heart rate monitor was gone. It dropped. And, oh my God. So, normally you hold a push for 10 seconds. I was pushing basically until he came out past that point. When I heard my mom say, you got to get him out now. And so the doctor had him, and the baby had the cord around his neck twice and down underneath his leg. And the doctor had him in his hands, and he was going to stand up and walk away, but they forgot to cut the cord. So they were still attached to me. So all I heard was, Dad, cut the cord quick. So Eric ran around the doctor, snipped the cord, and they up and went over to the table with the baby. So I didn't physically see this, but what I was told was they had to put the vacuum down his throat and vacuum out his lungs. And he was a very yellow, very jaundiced little boy. And he was born at 11:48 p.m. on August 10th. 7 pounds on August 10th. 7 pounds, 1 ounce, and 49 centimeters long. And I was just like, the whole time when they took him away, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, cry, 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 cry. I wanted to hear him cry. And then, of course, there goes the wailing. And my husband totally surprised me because he had, like, his hands are like this and they're, like, dripping with blood. Sorry, I don't mean to be gross. But he's sitting there and he's just like, tears. I'm so proud of you. And I'm just kind of sitting there like, oh, it's over. Because that initial pushing part, oh my God. But yes. And then the nurses had to help me up out of the bed and get me into the chair because your legs are like jello after you're done that. And all them contractions, it's like 10 weeks at the gym, all in one day. But yes, so I'm going to pause for just a second, and he's still napping, but I'm going to show you guys my beautiful little prince. So pause, just give me a second. Here we go. He's napping in his little swing. So that was my beautiful little prince. I call him Pokeroo. I don't know why. But yes, he is now past 2 months. We're rolling up on the 2.5 month mark there. And man, if you want to de-stress, have a baby. Especially with, I don't know, like my anxiety level has gone from here to a little lower. Like I've actually gotten to the point where my nails have actually grown out because I'm a nail biter. That's why I do the acrylic, because I bite my nails. But like, maybe you guys can see the length on these ones here. You can see the tip, like, and boy, did I win the baby sleep lottery with him. Like, some babies are really colicky. He sleeps like a champ. But yes, so anywho's, that was my birth story. I want you guys to totally stay tuned. I've got a review on some gel pots that I've got. I've got a couple of masks I gotta do. I'm gonna start a new segment called Big Toes Day. Because I paint my toenails like once a month instead of changing, like, you know how you change your fingers all the time because you constantly use them, but toenail polish tends to last a little longer. So I'm going to try and get one toenail tutorial. Has a good ring to it. Done at least once a month. And my mom and I are also going to we're going to a Christmas craft show. So we're actually going to be a seller, and we're going to be at one of the tables. So when we do some of our Christmas crafts there, you guys are also going to see those. I have some Christmas hacks we're going to get to, because I know we're in October, but a little late for that. I've got some makeup tutorials coming. I have 2 more masks that I keep forgetting that I have that we've got. We've got lots of stuff coming, and yeah. So Jazzy Time is on nap time schedule now. So I hope you guys stay tuned. Thank you again to the 300 plus subscribers that I have. Fantastic. Hopefully it might be getting closer to a giveaway here. That would be fantastic. So, anywho's, click, comment, like, subscribe, and share with the universe. Keep coming back, YouTube family. You know I love you. Follow me on Instagram, BC_Jazzy_time. And if you like to, please follow my Facebook fan page, facebook.com/getmyjazzytimeon. Anywho, I'm going to get to another video while he's sleeping. I might get another 1 or 2 in there before he wakes up. So, anywho, love y'all. Stay tuned. Stay jazzy.